This is On Tilt Trading. Let's review my trade on Ethereum. Ethereum, I noticed on this past Friday, was setting up for a potential short. This is the weekly chart. This is the 4-hour chart. This is the 15-minute chart. What I was seeing setting up on Friday was Ethereum setting up down here. This is the S3 level, or let's go down to the 15-minute. This is the, go down to the 4-hour. This is the S3 level, and this is the S4 level here. What I noticed is Ethereum sold off here below this S4 level. So this is a short signal based on the Camarilla pivot system, which is incorporated into my trading system. So when this price action hit, this triggered a potential short trade. In addition to that, here on the weekly, this is the 18 EMA here. And this is the 9 EMA. And here this is the 9. These are exponential moving averages. So when the 18 is above the 9, this is a short, or the inverse, the 9 is below the 18, this would be a short. And you're seeing the same conditions here on the 4-hour with the 18 here and the 9 below it here. And then going into this particular trade, we can zoom in and we'll see a similar situation here on the 15-minute chart. So seeing those things in conjunction, the Camarilla pivot levels and the exponential moving averages being in correlation in a short position across all three time frames. And then this is a signal for me to go short. Based on the Camarilla pivot numbers, I chose a target down here at the S10 level. This was my target right here. We'll go in and I'll walk you through what I'm seeing on the charts here. So here on the weekly, as I was mentioning before, we'll pan out a bit. As I was mentioning before, the crossover here of the EMAs, but also this area here, I'll bring your attention to. We'll zoom in on this area because this is where I was looking for potential profit targets. And based on this area on the weekly chart, I would, my trade theory would lead me to believe that whatever major or large institution behind this particular market movement is going to be targeting some type of liquidity down here in this area. So my interest would be to pick a target near an area or near a liquidity pool in order to be able to take profits just before that was reached. And I believe this, actually let me back up and be able to find the target 1643. Is what I would be looking for. So 1643 was my target here. So there's liquidity down here in this area here. This would be a liquidity pool. This would be sell side liquidity here. So anyone in a buyer position here would need to sell if price went below this level. So my trade idea for a target was targeting this area of liquidity, but exiting just before, based on the Camarilla pivot levels. And as I mentioned, this was an S10 level down here. And then if we go over here to the 4 hour, we can come in and see a bit of the entry here. So this is Fibonacci retracement tool here, using Fibonacci now and starting to incorporate limit orders with stop loss and take profits in order to automate as much of trading as I can. That way, choosing profit targets based on the Fibonacci retracements, and I've customized the Fibonacci retracement a bit, and also based on areas of potential liquidity based on price action. But this is Camarilla pivot S3 here. This is Camarilla pivot S4. S4 here, and this is on Friday here, where price action sold through this S4 level and triggered this trade idea. We can see aggressive pullback here. Take my first entry around here, second entry around here. My stop loss is just above this candle here. I think the spread on Ethereum is about 2 cents. So my stop loss would have been 1834.71 on these entries here. And then we'll scale out. And you can see there's quite a bit of consolidation here for a couple days. So this trade was taken on Friday near the close, or no, this was actually Friday at the open here on this 4 hour. And then we can see here we get this expansion candle here. We can see the elevated volume profile here for this expansion area here. And you can also see the elevated volume profile here at the open on Friday here where I took entries. And then we'll go in for a little more detail here on the 15-minute with what I'm seeing here. So this is the S3 level here. This is the S4 level here. And I'll walk you through what I'm seeing. So this being the Fibonacci retracement tool here. And then inside of that, this blue box that you're seeing, this is a fair value gap, but it's a very large gap, which would be called a liquidity pool. That's not going to write well. But this would be a liquidity pool with the size of it. A fair value gap, I would say, would likely be smaller. We'll take the Fibonacci tool out for a minute. We'll see this this liquidity pool, or this liquidity void is the appropriate name here. So with this, there's nothing but selling here. So no buying is taking place in this area with this displacement here in this sell-off. and this large area here forms a liquidity void, where you can see here after the sell-off through the S4 level, we can see the buying come back in. We can see whichever large institution here is selling here at the tops or at these areas on the way up. So selling off and then buying on the way up, and then facing very little resistance in this liquidity void area. And then I'm just taking my entries in this area of fair value that's established here. And we can see the consolidation. We can also see a test of this high, a test of this high, this testing this high, and then getting a sell-off here, some aggressive selling, even though I didn't put it in because I had already reached the position, full position. We can see here putting in another fair value gap here for price action. We can see Ethereum comes back into that area here, comes back into that area to retest just before consolidation and then expansion here. And we can see again the elevated volume profile here at the US market open or pre-market through the remainder of the day, and then we can see the elevated volume profile here today with this expansion to the sell side here on Ethereum. But this is my setup, and then we'll go into the numbers for the day. So this is the position here at 12:20. We get the buy, 1.86 quantity. So yeah, this was on a total of $35 risk total, and this brought in over $800 just on $35 risk. So very good risk to reward for me for this particular trade. So this is On Tilt Trading, and we'll see you next time.